Hello family, how you are doing? So this video is a requested video and I am going to be showing you how I mix my dough. This particular one I'm using the white flour, but in the one I'm using to teach you the tutorial I'll be using the brown flour. So the main thing is to ask you, as you watch, think about it, which will you prefer to use when you are frying your flour, your puff puff, the white dough or the brown dough? So let's get into the video as I show you how I achieve my Nigerian puff puff. All the Lagosians in the building, all the Nigerians in the building, please let me know what you think afterwards. Which will you prefer for your puff puff, white flour or brown flour? Welcome to this video. Hello everyone, you're all welcome. My name is Esther of the Esther's Chronicles TV. So today I decided to show you how I mix my puff puff. Sometimes ago on this channel I fried puff puff, but I didn't show you guys how I mix the puff puff. So one or two people asked me on the comment section to show them how I achieved the consistency of my puff puff. So for my own puff puff, I use just 5 basic items, not more than 5. I use the yeast, like you can see, this is the yeast. I use salt to taste. This is salt to taste. I usually add this to my puff puff, and it's just for flavor. So if you don't love nutmeg, you can add cinnamon and you can skip it. But I tell you, if you add this, it gives it a very nice flavor. I'll be doing 2 kilos of puff puff, and this is my sugar. I decided to put this cup here because this is the cup I use to measure my sugar level. I don't usually like my puff puff to be very sugary, so for 1 kilo I'll be using 1 cup of sugar, and for 2 kilos I'll be using 2 cups of sugar. If you want it more sugary, then you can go ahead and add. And one good thing about puff puff is that the more you're mixing it, you can always test in between how sharp the sugar is. So that's my groundnut oil. I'll be using this to fry. It's a deep fry kind of thing, so I'll be using that to fry it. And that is water. I decided to show you that water because I've heard people telling me that they add milk to their puff puff. If you add milk to your puff puff, that is no longer puff puff. We can give that maybe milk puff. If you add sugar, if you add bananas or any other thing, that is no longer the Nigerian puff puff that I grew up to know. So I decided to put this bucket here. That's what I'll be using to mix it, and these are my basic items. Let's go into the mixing of it. So guys, what I have in here is the milk. Not the milk, sorry guys. What I have in here is the flour, the sugar like I told you, the salt, and the nutmeg. The nutmeg is basically for flavor. Then I'm going to be adding the yeast. I'm going to be adding 1 full yeast to it. When you add it, you mix it together. Mix it thoroughly. Mix it thoroughly. Mix it thoroughly together. You see, I'm mixing it. Make sure you mix it together thoroughly, and afterwards create a middle part, then pour your water, lukewarm water, room temperature. Anything aside water in your puff puff is not puff puff. People add milk to their puff puff, that is not puff puff, that is milk puff. If you add any other thing, it's not Nigerian puff puff that I know. Then we mix it together. Okay, keep watching guys. So guys, by the time you finish mixing, this is the consistency you want to have. Not too thick and not too watery. So that's it. And please note that I decided to use brown flour for my puff puff. You can use the white one, but I just decided to use the brown one because brown flour, as we know, is more healthier than the other one. Okay, so that's it guys. I'm going to leave this to rise up. Right about now it's 2:30 a.m. by my time, and tomorrow morning by 7 p.m. I'll be frying this. So I'm going to leave it for about 4 hours or thereabout. So watch it and see you in the morning. Okay, bye. Hey guys, so this is the morning. I told you I mixed it about 2:30 my time, and now it's, because I didn't wake up as early as I want, but this is perfect. This is 7:40, so I left it for about, I just stayed for about 4 hours plus, and that's when I left it. Normally, if you want the fermentation process to go faster, you cover it, but I didn't want it to go faster than it went. There's no difference about it, just that the longer you cover it, the faster the fermentation process. So if I wanted to ferment for just an hour or two, I would have covered it. And that's it basically. Okay, I'm just going to start frying now. So guys, the oil is hot now, and this is onions. I'm just going to add it to this oil for no reason. It's just to add flavor to the oil. So I'll add it into it. Just allow it in to dry for a while, then you start frying. Just to add flavor to the oil, nothing much. And that's it. I'll show you how to fry it now. So guys, right about now you can start frying. So I got my water here for my hands. I got my water, and I have prepped where I'll be putting the puff puff. The puff puff will eventually go into the cooler, but before then I'll put it here to drain out the oil. And here, what you do now when you're about to fry, you don't just start frying directly. You have to beat out the oil, the hair in the dough. Beat out the hair in the dough a bit with your hand. Just do it like that, then you start frying. Okay, so now look at what it looks like now from the first process. So now we're going to start frying it, and you need this water for your hand. Yeah. I'm cutting it. Your oil should not be too hot, and it should not be too. In fact, your oil should be hot, like number 6 of your. If you have 6 to 10 on your oven number, you should put it on 6 or 7 highest, so that it can cook well into the dough. Okay, guys. So can you see it? I've fried the first set. This is the first set I fried. So this is the second set. Now I remove the onions because I already got what I wanted. I wanted the flavor in the onion, in the oil, flavor from the onion. So here you can be turning it carefully. Just turn it carefully, okay? You can use your fork to do the turning. Yes. You're almost finished. And let me show you what it tastes like in the cooler. This is the ones I've fried so far.
Better not be so deep.
So finally I'm done with the puff puff. Guys, once again, this is the brown dough and this is the white dough. So which will you prefer? Will you prefer the white flour or the brown flour? As for me, there was really no difference. The only difference is that the brown flour is said to be more healthier, and the white flour, as we all know, is not perfectly healthy. But I will still stay with my white flour. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you all for watching. God bless you. Subscribe, like the video, and make sure your notification bell is on. Love you all.